Hey guys, my name is Aspertrova, and welcome to a new series that we're going to be starting on the channel. Now, this is an idea that I did on my first channel. If you do remember, if you've been following the channel for an extremely long time, talk probably about 8-9 months, and for a small channel like mine, it's pretty freaking long time. I had another channel called The Football Aspect where I tried this idea and it failed miserably. I don't really use that channel anymore at all, but I wanted to give it another go because now I feel like on a new FIFA it can be a bit different. So, as you can see here, I have 3 tabs open, each with their own random FIFA team generator. Now, this is called the combination career mode because it's a bit of a different name from the previous one on my previous channel, but it's called the combination career mode because we're going to be taking the different field positions from 4 teams, as well as a league and a team, and combining them all together. So this is exactly how it's going to work. This team right here on the left, we have the goalkeeper. Then the team on the right is going to be all the defenders from that team. So say we get Barcelona here, we take Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Say we get Real Madrid right here, we would get Sergio Ramos, Marcelo, Varane, and Carvajal as our defense. And then we go into the second one, we would get the one on the left would be the midfield, and the one on the right would be the forwards. And then for the third and final one, this team, whichever team that we get on the left, is going to be the team that we put all the players on. That one really doesn't matter too much, apart from contracts, being able to extend them because of how much wages we get and the transfer budget, even though we can't really bring in any players. And then on the right here is the team. This is the one that actually matters. Whatever team we get, we put the team that we got from the left and replace them with this team and put them in that same league. So say we get Chelsea on the left, and then we get Barcelona on the right. We would take Chelsea, put all the players from the previous two tabs, put them all onto Chelsea, and then put them in La Liga in place of Barcelona. So you'll see how it goes. I'm kind of bad at explaining things, but this is just the intro to the series. Not going to be playing any games, just kind of setting all this up. So for the first one, just gotta make sure all the settings are in place. We could get an insanely bad team. We could get an insanely good team. 0 to 5 star is the star ranking. So here we go. We're gonna be getting our goalkeeper and our defenders. 3, 2, 1. Alright, so we get 2 Brazilian teams, so they don't actually have the licensing for those teams. We're going to be using Sports Goalkeeper, Cruzeiro's defense. Now let's find out which midfield and attack we're going to be getting. In 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, that's a bit worse. Al-Ittihad's midfield. Okay, they're a pretty solid Saudi Arabian team. And then Aarhus's attack. That's the worst team that we've had yet. So we have the forwards of Aarhus, the midfielders of Al-Ittihad, the defenders of Cruzeiro, and the goalkeepers of Sport. I'm pretty sure there's a different name, but they don't have the licensing for all the teams, or the players, as a matter of fact. So, third and final one, let's determine what team we're going to put all these players on, and then which league they're going to be in. 3, 2, 1, bang. We're going to be putting all these players on Barnsley, and we're going to have to replace Barcelona in La Liga. So I did get one thing right. I said we'd be replacing Barcelona just as an example. And look at that. We're going to be replacing Barcelona in reality. So we have to put all those players onto Barnsley, and then we have to take Barnsley from the Football League 1 and put them into La Liga and see what they can do. And I don't know if I want to make this like an actual series, or if I want to kind of do it like a different kind of series, one like Jared HD, for example. He just does his rebuilds in one big episode. So I'm pretty sure that's what I gonna try to want to do. So these videos will take a bit longer to make, but it's worth it because we're gonna see some pretty interesting results. So I'm going to go put all these players and put Barnsley in the La Liga. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Alright, now we get into the actual FIFA part of the combo career mode. So here is the starting 11 that I have assembled with the 4 teams given to us. Sana starting on top, Villanueva, Valdivia, El Amadi, Jonas, El Muwalad, who's very fast, Baya, Oliveira, Mestras, and Dano in defense. Our defense is actually looking pretty good, and Di Acero probably going to be the biggest detriment to our team. And then here are just some of the reserve players from mostly Al-Ittihad, actually, because we had to take a lot of midfielders from them. Not too many strikers or forwards from Aarhus. And our defense look very solid, as I said. It is our highest rated thing overall. But now we're jumping into La Liga Santander, I don't know. But as you can see, all the other teams are normal, apart from Barnsley replacing Barcelona. So now we get into the career mode here, and I'm not too sure what to expect, if I'm being honest. Here is our squad apart, our old center back, the oldest player as well as the highest rated player in our entire starting lineup. And then here's me just kind of cycling through some of the things that we have to keep a lookout for. However, this is only going to be a 1 season simulation, at least just for this testing episode, to see how you guys like it. So, not really going to have to worry about contracts too much. But, now, we're going to simulate halfway through the season, all the way into the January transfer window on January 1st. So, when that happens, in addition, as you can see me there pointing out Champions League, because we are in the Champions League since we replaced Barcelona. So, there we go, simulated halfway through to January, just like that. It's almost like the power of editing came into effect here, and you're going to see here that things aren't going so well. 11 points halfway through the season. Only team worse than us is SD Huesca. Real Vallecano, 4 points ahead of us. We are 5 points out of safety. Real Madrid currently leading the race for the La Liga title. As for the Supercopa, we lost 3-0 over aggregate to Sevilla since we replaced Barcelona. In the Copa de España, we are not in the round of 16. However, we are in the round of 32 against Levante, where we lost 2-0 over aggregate. So it's not going so well. Atletico Madrid did win the UEFA Super Cup. And here's where it gets really bad. We got 1 point. To be fair, our goalkeeper is tremendously awful. But 1 point out of 6 games. You know, I'm not even mad. That I kind of gotta expect that at this point. But I'm gonna check how our team is actually getting on. Few players going up in overall, but few players also decreasing. Like our ED over center back now used to be a bit higher rated, but overall, it's not looking too good, guys. Not gonna lie. And if we only finish at 1 point in the Champions League with 1 point, I feel bad for every team that drew with us, because then that means they drop points. That could have been the 3rd place team. And as you can see there's a few players out on loan, but we're not really going to have to worry about them. Top appearance maker is tied between Mestras and El Amadi. As for the top goal scorer, it's Valdivia with 2 goals. Our top goal scorer this season has 2 goals. That is tremendously awful. And Valdivia also has 3 assists. And our top clean sheet getter only has 3 clean sheets. Mestras going down by 2. And Amit's ball going up by 2 there. And you see here, right after this Atletico Madrid game, we get sacked. So, it is not looking too good for us. I am not going to lie about that one, but I was kind of confused at this point, because I'm like, oh, well, how do I look at the stats? But $82,000 a week to coach that team, that is a freaking bargain. So now we're dropping down to the 2nd tier to coach RCD Mallorca. They're sitting pretty low, so I just simulated to the end of the 1st season with them, 1st and only season. I just simulated the end of the season with them, and then I went to go and check out some of the stats. So we finished in 20th with them. Doesn't really matter. Kind of had a brain fart here. Forgot that we weren't in La Liga 1, 2, 3. We are actually in La Liga, but not anymore, obviously, because you're about to see the horrendous finishing position that we do get as soon as I find it in the list of competitions, which I like what they did. And my first instinct is, oh, okay, go down and find the position. I didn't even bother to look over at the points. We played 69 games. Every single team played 69 games, which means several teams were finishing with 100 plus points. And I was just looking over at some of the other leagues to see if they played 50 something plus games, and no, they hadn't. So, for some reason, we played 69 games, 52 points. If that was actually normal, we would have survived. But Real Madrid finished with 166 points, which is incredible, by the way. That is world record breaking. Too bad doesn't actually count. But now it's time to go look at some of the other competitions to see really how bad we did. Even though we're already knocked out of everything, I just said, you know what? Let's just go look at some of them. So Atletico Madrid did win the Copa de España. They also did win the Champions League, so they did the double. However, they didn't win the league. And PSV, of all teams, winning the Europa League there. So, a bit interesting at the end. But Atletico Madrid do the double. And here's just all the teams that did qualify throughout all of the groups. And obviously, lowly Barnsley with 1 point out of a possible 18. Spurs finishing top of our group. PSV actually won the Europa League after getting relegated from the Champions League. So, bit interesting there. But now that we've done that, I'm disappointed, to say the least. I really am disappointed. So, I just went back in to see what some of the stats look like, and I did notice something a bit weird here. They did recall from loan Tom Bradshaw, so he didn't really help with them at all, but they did recall him just to see a little bit interesting there, because I wouldn't think they would really need him, because even though the strikers are all really extremely terrible, didn't really make a difference though, did it? Because he didn't even make an appearance in the Champions League, that is, at least. So if you guys did enjoy this episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And this is Aspetrova. See you guys next time.